Everyone, welcome to my channel Turning Point IELTS with Tarun Bir Singh. So today we are going to know more about a cue card, which is a describe an old person you know and respect. You can see in front of your screen the cue card is written. It is very clear that they are asking us about an old person whom you know and you respect that person. The sub questions they have given us is who is he or she, how you know this person, what he or she is like, explain why you respect him or her. If you get this cue card and exam, you might be thinking, you might started thinking about many old persons who you know. The first person comes in your mind is your grandparents or the teachers from whom you have studied or the neighbors or some relatives. These are few persons who starts running in our mind when we read or we see this cue card. So points comes in your mind as I have just explained that the person should be old. The thing which you have to remember is that person whom you are going to talk about, you have to specify that that person is old. How we can specify? By mentioning the name or age, by mentioning the person's age. How can we mention person's age if we don't know about the exact age of that person? You can say that if he is approximately 60 years old or he or she is approximately 70 years old. Who, why you respect that person? The second thing is that you should respect that person. The person whom you know, you have to specify in your cue card that yes, that is a person whom I respect. That is the reason why I respect, right? You have to mention that why and how you show your respect towards that particular person. And how can we generate ideas on this cue card? An old person can be one of your grandparents. An old person can be any of the teacher or any of the professors whom you have studied, or any of the neighbor in your society who is old, right? Okay. So how you can mention in your cue card that you respect that person, and you respect that person because of his high moral values, his knowledge, right? And his because of the personality he possesses, because of the personality he have, like he is very down to earth. And why you respect that? Because he takes initiative in the society. So these are the things which you are going to speak about in the cue card about that person. That's the reason why you respect that person. Always remember that again that these points I have already mentioned in my last video as well, that you should start your cue card with an opening statement related to the cue card that should be of one or two sentences, not more than that, right? And you have to answer all the pointers they have given us. Also, we have to end a cue card by recalling all its main points or all its keywords. My camera is not working well. I'm sorry for that. See. Wait. Yes. Okay. So next is how to build a cue card. Again, I have written all the pointers and its answers, that how you have to prepare it. This is the thing which you have to do it in the initial stage when you have just started doing speaking in IELTS, right? Gradually you will become used to it and you don't have to specify each and everything to the pointers. You will be used to it and you will be covering all the pointers automatically, right? On its own. You don't have to write all the things. But if you are at the very initial stage, you have to, I would suggest that do it like this so that it becomes your habit to cover all the points while preparing the cue card. So again, I have mentioned an opening statement which says that, well, I know many old persons or I know many old people and I respect all of them, like my professors, my relatives, but here I want to talk about my grandfather who is around 70 years old. This statement is for a person who is a student, right? And if a person is working, That person may start their cue card like, since my childhood I have lived in a joint family and I used to spend most of my time with my grandparents. But the person who comes in my mind is my manager, who is around 60 years old, right? So the person, if the person is working, he or she may mention about any of his employee that is old, right? Okay. Who is he or she? Look on it, right? Who is that person? His name is Jaswinder Singh. They have not asked us to mention the person's name, but we have to tell them name and we have to give a brief look about his personality, right? He is a retired person, but still very social and active. I have learned many things from him and I share a deep bond with my grandfather, right? How you know this person? So this is the question where some of my students get confused that if person is your grandfather, how will you be able to tell the relationship and tell the examiner that from what time you are aware about that person or since how long you are in touch with that person. You can simply say that I know him since my birth as he is my grandfather. He taught me lessons of life and values of relationships. He is very intelligent and always used to help me in my studies during my school days. Now they have asked us that what he or she is like, right? What kind of personality he is like, right? He is very kind-hearted person. Everyone in our family and neighborhood respect a lot. From my grandfather, he listened to them very carefully and give good suggestions to them and get appreciation from everyone for the suggestion. He is very humble. He is very humble personality and always like to wear simple and easy dresses like kurta pajama, right? Although he is why you respect him or her, right? I respect him because of various reasons. He is my grandfather and he loves me a lot. This is the prime reason why I respect him. Apart from this, his etiquettes and moral values are exemplary, or you can write are of very high order. He is very disciplined person and never miss his morning and evening walk. Even at this age, he is very active and motivated. He does yoga every morning and inspire others in family and society for the same. So all these things make him a unique person and he deserves all the respect which he gets from all of us. And I would like to close my cue card by saying that all in all, he is one of the old persons who have earned the respect of the whole society. So there are very few persons, very few old persons, very few old people, those have earned the respect of all whole society, right? As in, we have seen that many of the old people living in a society, but there are very few. Those are social, those entertain others, those welcome others, right? So you have to keep those persons in your mind while preparing this paper, right? Now I have joined all the answers and I've come out with this cue card with this story. So I'm going to explain this story and you can check whether it is of 2 minutes or not by using your timer, right? So I'm going to start. Well, I know many old people and I respect all of them. All my professors and relatives I'll restart it. Well, I know many old people and I respect all of them, like my professors and relatives. But here I want to talk about my grandfather, who is around 70 years old. His name is Jaswinder Singh, and he is a retired person but still very social and active. I have learned many things from him and I share deep bond with my grandfather. I know him since my birth as he is my grandfather. He taught me lessons of life and values of relationships. He is very intelligent and always used to help me in my studies during my school days. He is very kind-hearted person. Everyone in our family and neighborhood respects him a lot. Whenever anyone comes for suggestion or help from my grandfather, he listened to them very carefully and give them good suggestion. and he always get appreciation from everyone. He is very humble personality and always like to wear simple and easy dresses like kurta pajama. Although he is in his old age, but he understands everyone's problem very nicely, whether it's a young person or an adult. I respect him because of various reasons. The first and foremost reason is that he is my grandfather and he loves me a lot. Apart from this, his etiquettes and moral values are of very high order. He is very disciplined person and never miss his morning and evening walk. Even at this age, he is very active and motivated. He does yoga and inspires others in family and society for the same. So, all these things make him a unique person and he deserves all the respect which he gets from all of us. All in all, he is one of the person who have earned the respect of whole society, right? So if you like this video, you can subscribe my channel for more such videos. I hope this video helps you to prepare your cue card. And in this way, I'm going to post each and every cue card every day regularly. To stay updated, you just subscribe to my channel and really thank you for watching.